The Super Bowl has now arrived for us Amazon seller. We are heading into the peak of Q4, and in this video, I want to show you how you can put an extra $10,000 in profit in your pocket. Now, this is the time of year that every single Amazon seller waits for. It is by far the best time of the year to be an Amazon seller. The reason is more customers are shopping and they are willing to pay insane amounts for these products. So us as Amazon sellers want to have all the tools and knowledge that we need to take advantage of that. So listen, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can put an extra $10,000 in your pocket by merchant fulfilling items. I put together a 5-step blueprint for you guys watching this video that you can take the knowledge from this video and transfer it over the next month and a half and put an extra 10 grand in your pocket. So let's head on into my computer screen. I'm doing a little screen share for you guys, and I want to go over what is called my Q4 merchant fulfilled blueprint. Now, if you guys don't know what merchant fulfilling is, it's where us as the Amazon seller, once an item sells, we actually ship that product to the customer. FBA is where we send the products into Amazon and Amazon ships it to the customer. Now, the reason you want to focus on merchant fulfilling during, the weekly periods after Thanksgiving and Black Friday is you're not going to be able to get your products into Amazon fast enough. So we still want to be able to take advantage of all that extra traffic on Amazon, higher prices by merchant fulfilling items. And the cool thing about merchant fulfilling during that time frame is on a lot of items, we can be FBA sellers, which in most cases, a merchant fulfilled seller never will. So what I want to go over in this video is my Q4 merchant fulfilled blueprint. The first thing of this blueprint is going to be your shipping settings. Now, you have to set up your shipping templates inside Amazon as a merchant fulfilled seller. I made a bunch of mistakes when I first started selling on Amazon by doing merchant fulfilled orders, and I'd get killed when people would do 2-day shipping, overnight shipping, and I didn't have my shipping settings properly set up to where I would have to just eat 30 bucks in shipping because I didn't know how to properly set this up. So before you start listing items to merchant fulfill, make sure you have standard orders. That's gonna be where you can offer free shipping, 2-day or overnight orders, which there's gonna be a lot of customers ordering 2-day and overnight shipping because they're going into Christmas, they wanna get those items on time. We're doing a $30 charge plus $1 a pound. That's gonna keep that buffer for you guys so you're not getting absolutely destroyed by shipping when customers opt to do the 2-day and overnight. And believe me, people will pay it, trust me. Next thing is handling time. Same day is gonna be your best bet. If you're really taking this seriously and you wanna make a lot of money, handling time, if you can do same day, you are going to get the most amount of sales. Now, second thing of the blueprint is going to be having a sourcing plan, right? It's all cool and dandy. We want to merchant fulfill items, but what's our plan for sourcing? How are you going to best effectively use your time? Okay, guys, that is going to be planning a daily sourcing route if you're doing retail arbitrage or having a set time period during the day where you're going to be scanning the internet for products to purchase. Okay, guys? We don't want to just free ball this. You almost want to set up your schedule during Q4 like you are an employee of a company working overtime, right? You want to have set time blocks throughout the day for each step of the process. Sourcing products, shipping products, sourcing products, shipping products, right? It's a little system, it's a little machine. The more time you can spend sourcing, the more items you're going to be able to find, the more money you are going to make. Okay, guys? Now, list the items as you are buying them. This isn't risky at all if you're doing retail arbitrage because once you buy that item in a store, you can literally list it as you get in the car. It's a little bit more risky if you're doing online arbitrage, right? And an item gets lost in the mail. It doesn't get delivered in the time frame that it's supposed to. If you're doing same-day shipping, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to wait till it's supposed to arrive that day. What if they send you the wrong item? So if you're doing online arbitrage, I would go with caution with how you're doing, listing your items if they haven't been sent to you and you haven't received them yet. Obviously, you want to get those items live and active and for sale as soon as possible. But again, remain cautious, use common sense. All you Amazon sellers know we don't want our order defect rate going through the roof during this time. We don't want any problems with our account. So just use common sense. Use your gut feeling when it comes to that, okay, guys? And if you're finding items that are hot, they're flying off the shelf merchant fulfill, you're making a killing. If you're getting them from a specific source, right, you want to check all the other stores in your area. If you're doing retail arbitrage, do they carry that product? Can you get more of it? If you're doing online arbitrage, do any other websites carry that product? Can you get more of it? Okay, guys, if you're finding success with one product, it's a brand name product. There's likely other sources to get that product. So don't think just because your one source went dry, there's nowhere else that you can find that item, right? And the same thing goes with retail arbitrage. An item you get at Walmart, you can oftentimes find at Target, or an item you get at Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's say it's some type of a brand name product, you can likely get it at another sporting goods store, so on and so forth. If you get an item at a grocery store, you can usually get it at a different grocery store. You guys get the gist of what I'm talking about, right? If your source dries up during this time, check for other sources to get more of that product if it's a hot seller. Okay, guys? Step number 3 is going to be shipping. You guys want to be shipping daily. Make sure you are meeting the quotas for Amazon when it comes to when they want you to ship that product by. Like I said, we don't want any problems happening with our Amazon sellers account during this time period. It's super important. And the faster you can ship that item, the faster you're gonna get paid from Amazon, and the faster you can keep turning that money, okay, guys? Next thing that has to do with shipping that I see a lot of people make mistakes is verify shipping supplies before you start merchant fulfilling, which I mean, make sure you are prepared to have the correct shipping supply. Boxes, poly mailers, tape, whatever you need to ship the type of products that you're selling, make sure you have a steady way of getting these supplies so you don't go one day where, hey, I need to ship this item by 4 p.m. today or whatever it might be. You have a deadline where you have to ship that item and you don't have the shipping supplies to actually ship it. A lot of times you'll run to a store that you usually get it at, they're sold out of it. So then you're just taking a ton of time out of your day scrambling around trying to find a way to ship one item. Make sure you have all that stuff prepared. You go out sourcing for the day, you do your online arbitrage, whatever you're doing, you ship your items for the day. After you're done with all your work, verify your shipping supplies. What do I have on hand? What do I have enough of? What do I need more of? Then head to whatever store you need to go to re-up on those shipping supplies for the next day. Guys, we're on go during Q4. We're working our butts off. We don't have time to mess around. We want to make sure we're prepared because every single minute of every single hour is an opportunity during Q4 for you guys to profit, right? Next thing is going to be hiring a temp worker if you can, right? If you can afford it, if you need one, have outsourcing the shipping process during Q4 for merchant fulfilled. What does that leave you with more time to do? Source and buy more products. So if you're someone who's established on Amazon or you just have the capital to actually buy a lot of product, you're gonna be wasting a lot of your own time shipping items. It's very easy to teach someone how to ship a merchant fulfilled item. As long as your inventory is organized, you show them a simple process of how to ship your orders for you daily. If you have 100+ items to ship, that's gonna take a few hours for most people, right? Pay someone 20 bucks an hour to do it. You can't tell me during Q4 you can't go out and find more than 20 bucks an hour profit. You could probably find hundreds of dollars, right? So it makes sense to hire a temp worker if you can. Could be a family member, little brother, little sister, mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever it is. Hire them if you can. Okay, guys, it's gonna free up a lot of your time. Repricing is 4th on our list. Repricing is huge during Q4, and there's some major things I wanna talk about when it comes to repricing in this video. First thing is you want to be repricing and monitoring your items daily. That goes for merchant fulfilled and FBA. A lot of sellers leave money on the table because they sell too soon or they underprice their products during Q4. This is a time frame for whatever reason that there could be an item priced at 58 bucks and for some reason you have yours priced at 75 and people are still buying it for 75. So don't jump the gun on lowering your prices and tanking prices when you can hold your higher price and likely wait it out a day or two and start selling for $15 more. This is a mistake that most new sellers make. I know it's nerve-wracking when you have money invested and on the line. You just want to make that sale and get your money back, right? I'm telling you, don't jump the gun. After Thanksgiving, Black Friday, wait a week or two. Once the deadline starts closing up, that's when you can really start being more aggressive with your pricing on the lower end. But hold off on tanking prices, guys. I'm telling you, stuff will sell for higher than you think it will. Trust me. Okay, guys, and that comes down to just reading Keepa and understanding simple data, stock counts, and stuff like that. Okay, guys, another thing, check delivery times of your competition. If you click on a listing, you can view your competitors and you can see when the soonest that product is going to arrive to you if you buy it from a certain seller. Now, this makes sense to check, especially that week leading up to Christmas where the only way they can get that product is if it arrives in a few days, right? A lot of competition on your listings are going to be FBA sellers where their product is not going to get delivered in time for Christmas. What does that mean? Let's say I'm selling a pair of shoes for the average competitor selling it for 60 bucks, but their delivery time's December 28th through January 1st, right? The customer is not gonna get it in time for Christmas. The customer will pay $20, $30, $40 more in some cases for these items from a merchant fulfilled seller that can overnight ship it, 2-day ship it, and you can just profit a lot more money and actually price your products higher than your FBA competition if they're not in stock and ready to ship. So make sure you're checking the delivery times of your competition and keeping that in mind when repricing your products, because if no one has it in stock where it's gonna get there before Christmas, price that bad boy up 30 bucks and see what happens. Wait a half a day if it's not selling, slowly lower your price until it hits a point where it starts moving, okay guys? And again, that comes down to the last point. You don't need to be the lowest price during Q4. There's a lot of different factors that come in, shipping times, so on and so forth. You can price stuff higher during Q4 and it will still sell. So don't be a rookie reseller on Amazon who is throwing their money in the trash essentially. You just don't be that guy, trust me. You will thank me after, okay guys? And the last and final point of this video of scaling with merchant fulfilled during Q4 is scaling. You know, scale what is already working for you. In your first week, like once Thanksgiving hits, Black Friday hits, you're gonna know which items are working best for you, and you want to double down on that stuff, right? So I put go hard on the items that are selling the best, okay? Once you identify, you only need 5-10 items that are moving volume during Q4 to absolutely cook and crush it, guys. Identify those 5, 10, 15 items and just go all in on them. Once you know, hey, this thing is flying, I'm making 15 bucks, 20 bucks a unit, whatever the profit is. There's tons of other stores in my area that are carrying these items. Keep hitting those stores every single day. A lot of times they're gonna restock, keep buying more and more and more. Identify what is working early in that first week and scale that out over the next two weeks following, you know, Thanksgiving, right? There's a week after Thanksgiving, first 2 weeks of December, really, and then another half a week or so where you can really crush it. Spend that week after Thanksgiving, identify what's working for you, which type of items it is, which brands, whatever it might be, and just go all in on that stuff. That's worked very well for me in the past. I've sold $50,000, $60,000 of a single item in that 3-week period before just hitting retail stores hard or online arbitrage. Again, you don't need hundreds of different items to absolutely kill at merchant fulfilling. It actually makes it easier when you're selling a handful of different items and really going hard on them. It makes the shipping process a lot easier because let's say I sell 20 of one item in a day, I print the 20 labels, I package them all up the same, bam, 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 label, label, label. If you focus on a handful, 5, 10 items, it makes everything easier. Your daily plan is to go identify those 5, 10 products in the marketplace, acquire more of them, and you already have a shipping process set up for those items and it's just streamlined, right? And that makes hiring that help easier too, because you only have to show them like, hey, these items are in a poly mailer, ship these first, ship these second, ship these third, do them all at one time so it's quick and easy, efficient, right? So that is my 5-step blueprint framework for scaling during Q4 merchant fulfilled style. If you have the time, I'd highly recommend it. It's definitely not for the lazy people because you have to really hustle and bustle, but if you have capital and you have access to products in your area, this is a time where, no kidding, in that 3-week period, you can make thousands of dollars every single day merchant fulfilling items for that few weeks period. So it's highly worth it. I highly recommend it. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. That's a Q4 merchant fulfilled blueprint. If you feel like you gained any value from this video, I create content just like this here on my channel. Would love to have you as a part of the family. Go ahead and consider clicking that subscribe button. Check all the links in the description for resources to help you grow and scale your e-commerce online Amazon businesses. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.